You're listening to World of WWE, a WWE podcast. Hey guys, you're listening to World of WWE, a WWE podcast. I'm Ant.
I'm Dan. And I'm Carlos. What's up, guys?
And today we are having our very special Elimination Chamber 2021 prediction episode. Dan, Carlos, and myself are going to give out our predictions for each match. And you can play along at home. And then when we do a recap video, we will discuss who won. So, how are you guys feeling about the pay-per-view?
I'm excited. I like the Elimination Chamber. I've always loved it.
Yeah.
One of my picks.
How about you, Carlos? What do you think of it?
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite pay-per-views. And, I'm excited to see some destruction.
Yes. Did you guys get a chance to see the poster for it?
No.
So, on the poster, it's Roman Reigns. He has the title. Drew McIntyre has the sword. And it's the Elimination Chamber structure. And one side is blue and one side's red. That's all it really is. But
I'm really excited about this year because they're actually kind of going with like the Raw and SmackDown team like they used to. I'm really excited.
Yep. I think it's going to be a good show. So this first match we're going to talk about is going to change. So I figured we just throw it out there first. So the WWE Raw Women's Championship was scheduled to be the champion Asuka defending against Lacey Evans. But if you checked out our Raw recap, which is on demand, you learned that Lacey Evans is pregnant. So,
Live, not just like storyline.
Yes, she is. Dan confirmed that she is really pregnant. So I have a theory before you guys tell me. What if Charlotte Flair puts herself in this match?
I feel like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm against that idea.
Yeah.
But like, in time, like, how are they exactly going to build to that? Because they didn't really do anything for that on Raw.
True, but you got to kind of think. Remember when Becky got injured and she was supposed to fight Ronda, and then they were like, "Okay, Charlotte, you're gonna fight Ronda," and they had like a crazy ass match, hell of a match. So I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
But so Dan, you think that it's going to be Charlotte taking Lacey's spot? How about you, Carlos? Who do you think?
So I think that Lacey's going to stay in the match.
Okay.
Just because. And then so like WWE like on their Instagram page, on their Instagram story, they like posted like for us to like post predictions. Like
Yep.
Okay, like so they posted the first match they posted was Lacey Evans versus Sasha today. So
Okay.
I think they're still gonna go with the match. Because I mean, if they posted they might change something tomorrow, like last minute. But I mean, you never know. But I think Lacey Evans versus Asuka is so happy, and Asuka's gonna win.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
it's really hard because again, if you're pregnant, you can't take bumps.
yeah. I mean, unless
you know what I have a feeling they might do.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe what they might do is they might just have maybe like a count out victory or something, or someone will come in and attack Asuka and have like a DQ if that's really what they're gonna do.
Or
really weird feeling there, so Lacey doesn't get hurt or anything.
This is weird. That kind of like what you're saying. Lacey could, someone could come out attack Asuka, and
Yeah.
you know what I think.
Just has Lacey in or something. Who the fuck knows?
I have a really crazy theory that will probably make no sense, but just hear me out. What if there's a big swerve, and this whole entire time you're thinking Lacey and Charlotte don't like each other, but it ends up being Charlotte takes out Asuka, Lacey wins by count out, then she drops the next night on Raw. She challenges Charlotte to a match, supposedly, and then Lacey falls on the floor and Charlotte pins her. That would be, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of like out there, and like, why would they fight each other and all that stupid stuff?
That would be so weird. It would be, but it certainly would be different, I guess.
Right? It would be different because then you could say like, okay, I'm working this whole entire time. Charlotte and I have made a plan to where we made a deal. I could get her dad and she won't care as long as I help her get the title. I mean, I don't know. And that would be a kind of like a stupid, silly way of like having, oh, well, did she get pregnant on purpose? Or like, like stupid, like little things you could add. I don't know. I just think that, um, I do agree, Carlos, she could potentially be in it, but kind of like Dan said, if she does take bumps, that might be hard. But if she is involved in the match, then we could probably count on her getting a count out or DQ or even some kind of potential, like anything could happen. This is WWE, but
this is WWE, and anything could really happen.
yes, but
I don't. If she's in it, I don't see her winning the title. I see it could be a count out victory or a DQ victory.
So
if
why
it's
don't
not
we?
her, who knows? We might see like Charlotte or something. I hope it's Charlotte, to be honest. I kind of think that would be cool to see her as champion once again. But
Okay. So let's.
I do hope though it's someone different. Actually, at the same time, like I hope it's someone different, but I also kind of like the idea of Charlotte. So
Yeah.
It's what it is.
Well, we gotta try to think like who it could be, really. Like on Raw right now.
Realistically, you have to think who it could be, and Charlotte's really the only person that's ever held the title.
Or you know what they could do, guys? They could bring up Rhea Ripley.
I would love to see that.
I mean,
absolutely love to see that.
She fought in the Royal Rumble match.
But has she been on NXT recently? I don't know.
No, she hasn't been on ever since she lost the last woman standing match. She's been off, and that was in like December or.
It could be a possibility. Like maybe Lacey Evans could be like, I have someone to replace me in this match, and it's Rhea. That would be a lit way to bring her up. That would be an awesome way.
See, you guys should have me be the writer. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Who knows? So let's all have so Carlos, who do you think is going to win, Asuka or Evans?
I think Asuka's gonna walk up to the champion.
Okay, all right. I'm going to throw out mine. I think Asuka will retain. And how about you, Dan?
It's hard. I'm trying to think. Like, I have a feeling because Lacey's really pregnant. I feel they're not gonna have her be in the match. I feel they'll probably either Office or Charlotte or someone else. So I'm really just gonna say either way, whatever happens, Asuka's gonna retain her title.
Okay, so we're all going for Asuka.
It's gonna be Asuka staying as champion.
The Empress of Tomorrow. Okay, so next we have.
And I know this next match. You have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's gonna be last time SmackDown they announced Sasha and Bianca Belair versus Nia Jax and Jay Beasley for the Women's Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, so they tend to always do this. Like they did this at not exactly, but if you guys remember No Way Out 2007, they did so at WrestleMania 23 that year it was John Cena against Shawn Michaels and Undertaker against Batista. But at the No Way Out before WrestleMania, they did Shawn Michaels and John Cena against The Undertaker and Batista. So they had like the two opponents tagged together. And this is kind of similar, aside from Nia and Shayna, they are a team, but Sasha and Belair, they're not really a team. So with this match, I would be really suspicious if they didn't have Sasha and Bianca fight at WrestleMania. So I feel like this kind of confirms that.
What I feel could happen, maybe, is like you said, like John Cena and Shawn Michaels. What could happen is they could win the women's tag team titles and have them break up, and then have them feud to go to WrestleMania.
True, but
that's just like it's not like they've never done it before.
True, and then I'm gonna go Carlos. But here's my only thing with that is, and I know they've done it before, but with Sasha's ego and Bianca's ego, I don't think that they would even work well as a team, really, realistically. Like, so let's say they do win the titles. I feel like with the past, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I might be talking on my ass. I just feel like in the past, like Cena and HBK, they kind of respected each other. So they were just like, okay, we're partners, whatever. Whereas I feel like Bianca and Sasha, they're rivals. Like they both are kind of the same. But that could also be good teamship, if like you were.
Have been teams where people didn't even expect them to be good together. But they were great.
You're right. Carlos, what about you?
So, you guys know me. I can't really bet against Sasha, so I'm going to say Sasha and Bianca are gonna win the tag titles.
Okay.
But I'm going to say that, but I feel like they're going to lose, and then Sasha might blame with Bianca, and that's when Bianca and Sasha turns heel.
Okay, which do you think is going to be more likely? Do you think you're going to win the titles, or do you think they're going to lose and then Sasha or Bianca get mad at each other?
I think they're going.
They're going to win.
I think they're going to win the titles.
Okay. I think it will be some kind of disqualification or some kind of something, or maybe one of them turns, like either Sasha will turn on Bianca or Bianca will turn on Sasha. Something like that's going to happen, in my opinion. Because it would be kind of corny to see Nia and Shayna win clean. Because it's like, what's the point of this match to begin with?
Also, aren't they the heels technically?
Yeah.
So they can't really win cleanly.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you, Dan?
I'm gonna have to go with the prediction of Sasha and whatever. What's her name? I keep forgetting it.
Bianca.
I feel like it'll be Sasha and Bianca winning. I don't know why. I just feel like it's.
You think they're gonna win the titles?
I think they're gonna win the titles. Okay. They're gonna lose. One of them blames the other for the loss. They feud. They go into Mania. They fight for the title.
I think I'm going to be different, guys. I'm going to go with Nia and Shayna, and I think Bianca and Sasha are either going to turn on each other. They're going to have like a miscue. Something's going to happen. That's what I think. So you both are rooting for Shayna. Not rooting, but you think Sasha and Bianca are going to win, and I think Nia and Shayna. Okay. Good. That's going to be a great match. I'm excited for that one. This is another good match that is up in the air. The U.S. Championship triple threat. The champion Bobby Lashley defending against Riddle and Keith Lee, who I know was
kind of up in the air because we don't know about Keith Lee because he hasn't been on, but he should have been.
Yeah.
So he's kind of up in the air with him. So it might just end up being Matt Riddle versus Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
Also, MVP is also injured, so
yeah, he probably won't really make a impact at all.
He probably won't make an appearance or anything, so that'll be a little disappointing to me. I'm a huge MVP fan. I love him.
Yeah, MVP. When I was younger, I used to like him, but I'm starting to get over the older wrestlers now. But so I think Keith Lee, I don't know what they're doing with him. It's terrible. He is, in my opinion, one of the greatest wrestlers on the roster, and I don't get it. But if they do Bobby Lashley and Riddle, I think Lashley will win, and then they'll bring it to WrestleMania, and then Riddle will win the title, I think. But for this match, I see Lashley winning. How about you, Carlos?
I think Keith Lee is going to make it, but I think Bobby Lashley's gonna retain his championship. But one thing, I'm getting so pissed. I feel like Bobby Lashley should already be WWE champion for like after a while. It's like I feel like he's already kind of getting kicked off. I think like his like recent attitude that he's had, I think it's actually like a real thing. Like it's like I think he feels like he should be WWE champion already, and I feel so too. You know.
Mm-hmm. I know that there's supposedly like backstage rumors of like Vince McMahon not really liking him because Vince doesn't think he's good on the mic, and he wanted Adam Pearce to train him in the ring. And it's just like, dude, Vince, why don't you fucking get in the ring against him and see what happens? Sorry.
I want to see him.
All right. Yeah. Dan, how about you? Who do you think?
I don't think Keith Lee will make it. Again, don't know. But he might not either way. But either way, I see Lashley winning it, and I do see Matt Riddle versus Bobby Lashley at Mania for the title.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to end up happening. Carlos, just to be clear, you said Lashley you think is going to win?
Yeah.
Lashley. Okay. All right. So we're all rooting for well, not rooting, but we think he's going to win. All right. Now we have.
I don't want Lashley to win. I would love to see Keith Lee or Matt Riddle.
Yeah, I would love to see that too. I'd love to see you Lee.
As much like with the whole thing with Bobby Lashley deserving to be champion, as much as I don't like him very much, and I don't really see him being a good WWE champion. Like he's a big dude. Don't get me wrong. I think he would be good in the ring as a champion, but. I kind of have to agree with Vince. He's not very good on the mic. He's not. Well,
because they give him a.
Like he would be. Like if he was going to be, he would get MVP to help him out on the mic. Kind of like Brock Lesnar does with Paul Heyman, you know.
But here's the thing with Keith Lee though, and that's why I feel like Vince McMahon sucks because he ruins their character. In NXT, Keith Lee was the soft-spoken very like you know how Matt Riddle he spoke eloquently, like he was like but like he was very slow. He was very. He would like pause and do like, yeah, Carlos, yeah, he would do like that weird, and everyone just basking in his glory. Like I remember when I went to the NXT show, everybody went nuts for him, and I think the problem is Vince thinks Raw and SmackDown are the greatest thing in the world, and so when somebody like NXT, who like someone who comes up from NXT, it's like a different world kind of. So like whatever they do down there, Vince thinks is shitty.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
I hear Vince is actually likes Matt Riddle, but he likes him for a different reason. He likes the bro stuff, even though he doesn't very much get it.
Yeah.
He sees him more of a comedy act, I guess is a way of saying, kind of like Santino was to him.
Yeah. Or the Easter Bunny.
That's why he's not exactly pushing him, but he has some like storylines and stuff.
I just have to say, anybody that thinks it is okay to have a professional wrestling company where you have a wrestler called the Easter Bunny fight, like, I'm sorry, when he did that, that was it for me. I was like, are you fucking joking? You're wasting a pay-per-view match, Adam Rose and the Easter Bunny against I don't even fucking know who. And so it's just like he loses all credibility with me after that. I was just like, okay, this is
not.
Yeah,
I have to agree with you. Vince is not very good when he comes up with comedy.
My God.
Have many comedy in there. It's wrestling, buddy.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Not comedy. That's not what wrestling is. This is not supposed to be a comedy movie.
And they could have done something funny. Like they could have had like the guy be like he's corny, but like if he was like a drunk guy who dressed up as the Easter Bunny for like little kids, and he just like, I mean, it's just like the character was just so dumb. But anyways, but yeah, I do hear what you're saying. Like Keith Riddle might not appeal to the main WWE roster, but the problem is, I think if Vince like allowed them more time and more opportunity to show what they can do, then it would be a little different.
I mean, like, look at Aleister Black. Aleister Black is a great wrestler. He's very good, but he doesn't give him time to shine.
And he's a former NXT champion, too. Riddle hasn't been an NXT champion before. He hasn't even been a North American. The only championship he held was a tag title, Riddle. He never held any other title. So it's I don't know.
I feel like Vince is kind of wasting his opportunity with these people that he has. I mean, come on, man. You're supposed to have clear potential, but he doesn't understand that. Because he's out of touch.
Yeah,
I think they lost it a lot. Riddle has to be capable of beating Bobby Lashley on his own. I don't think he is, but I just don't unfortunately I don't think Vince is gonna have him do that, even though he likes him. Even though he likes him, it's like both. It's like you spend the both. I'd rather have Lashley get away, We have just believable. We all know Vince McMahon loves big muscly dudes. Oh god. Yeah.
And he doesn't even hide them in his closet. I'm sorry. But let's move on.
It's just the way he is.
Oh my gosh.
Look at his track record. You can't tell me I'm wrong. He loves big oily dudes.
All I gotta do is I'm sorry for.
He's a great colleague champion, and he's subbed in the ring and on
the mic. Yeah. So.
Because he's a big dude.
Yeah. All right, so our first Elimination Chamber match of the night. It's the winner of this match gets a Universal title shot later on in the night. I don't know. Or right after. I don't know. I still don't know. Carlos is right, because Carlos said that it was right after. It will happen whenever. So the participants in this match are Jey Uso, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, King Corbin, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Now, for these two matches, I want to quickly break down each wrestler. So Jey Uso has been working with Roman Reigns. He's in this to make sure that no one else gets to fight Reigns, so Reigns has an easy night. Daniel Bryan, he's sort of saying that this is his last run. He could potentially win this. Cesaro, another contender in my eyes. He's been sort of going back and forth. We don't really know if he's good or bad, but he's just a powerhouse in the ring, and he's been talking. I think on SmackDown, he was even talking about winning this match. They all have. King Corbin, who I'm not really looking forward to seeing him, but he's been impressive against the Mysterios lately. So Sami Zayn, lately he's been doing the whole conspiracy theory of him losing the Intercontinental title, and he's another one that, but we'll see.
I feel Sami's kind of like the underdog in this thing, kind of like he always is, and I feel like Sami plays the underdog card very well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and then Kevin Owens is the last, who I would love for him to win, but I know he's not going to, and he's already had title shots. I know. I just really like Kevin Owens, but
I do too. I NBA. It's a possibility. He's in the chamber. We don't know.
So
that's the whole fun of the chamber match.
Dan, with those people, who do you see winning and going on to fight Reigns?
That's a tough one. I feel it might be Kevin Owens just to give him the underdog story, like kind of like Sami Zayn in a leg. Like, I mean, I don't know. I just feel they might do it. It's possible. Very possible.
Okay, so KO. All right. How about you, Carlos?
I'm gonna have to go with R-Truth.
You are so stupid.
He's like, where's the champion?
Where did Carlos go?
That joke.
Dan had like what do they say on like live dead ear?
Oh, seriously, R-Truth is he in a match?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on, right now, Carlos is playing. He's like, oh my bad, they play the match one more time.
So it's Jey Uso, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, King Corbin.
Because I said this on Monday. I want to change my pick to Daniel Bryan.
Okay, so you're
I forgot he was in the match. So.
Okay, I'll read it again. Jey Uso, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, King Corbin, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens.
Okay. I'm not going with Cesaro.
Okay. All right. Any reason why, or?
I'm gonna go with Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
Because he was my pick for the Royal Rumble, and he's gonna be my pick for the Chamber. I feel he deserves to have a good match, at least a championship match after his entire career. He deserves to have another chance at the title.
I have a feeling.
Cesaro's like 6 times he's really overdue for championship. True, but. Time, I don't feel Vince would really like that to see that happen. I don't know why I just don't see it. Plus, he can also have that feud with Seth Rollins.
Well, here's what I think. I have three people: either Cesaro, Daniel Bryan, or Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I'd have to pick either.
Here's what I would see. Here's what I would see with Cesaro. If he doesn't, I have two things for him. Either Rollins is going to come out and screw him in this match, or Cesaro is going to win, and then Rollins is going to screw him against Roman Reigns.
I think there would be a way for Rollins to there's no way you get it.
Yeah, but think about when.
Michael's just gone underneath the grates and everything.
Yeah, and then also Edge attacked Kofi Kingston before his match.
It's true. Seth could take over the spot there as well and screw Cesaro.
Or what could happen is, let's say someone gets eliminated and Rollins is waiting. They don't really know when he runs into the ring, stomps them, and then runs back out. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm sorry, Carlos. What was that?
With Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins and Thomas Stone, where Jericho kind of did it when they had to take out the referee. Yeah.
But I do see what you're saying. Like, unless it's something like that, he probably won't be able to get in. But what do you guys think about if Cesaro wins? Do you think Rollins would interfere in the title match?
I mean, he might. That would be a good match to see at WrestleMania.
And the thing is that
that'd be very cool.
And it would be a little.
Yeah,
they would have a good match, and it would be a nod to the Shield because you know what I'm saying? But anyways, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Go ahead. Yeah. I wish it was more intense.
They're not very big ads. I mean, they're not thick patty. They're little thin ads, but they're still hurt, man. Landing on a Shield still hurt.
I know, but I will say. I will say the only thing is that when you compare the two chambers, like the first one looks more dangerous. So when they were talking about this one, 10 tons of steel, and then the mats on the floor, and I do it. The padding. It
doesn't look like it hurts as much like the old one would.
Exactly. It's like maybe say it's the modern chamber because everybody are pussies. They can't handle getting hurt. Sorry. Okay. So I'm gonna go with I'm going to I don't know. I'm going to go with Cesaro, guys. I'm going to go with Cesaro.
Hey, let's go.
Okay, so then we see the Universal title, Roman Reigns against Dan. We'll go with you first. So if he does face Daniel Bryan, who do you think is going to win?
I think, so basically after that match, I feel like Roman's going to win no matter who he goes against. He's going to win, and then after the match, Edge will come out and say, I want to face you at Mania.
Or Edge is going to spear him because...
or Spirit is one of the... or he could go after Roman, attack so he has to win the other person at Mania.
Maybe. Well, the reason why I'm thinking he might spear him is because now Edge needs some payback because this past week on SmackDown, Reigns speared the shit out of him. So, I do...
It's Jey Uso for no different reason. Well, another thing is what he can do is he can screw him out of the title to a face person at Mania, and then can screw the other person, can screw Edge at Mania, and just have the entire year. That would be a possibility.
True. I don't know. So, okay.
There's no possibilities in this match. So
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
So if you think no matter who Reigns is going to fight, he's probably going to win.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoever he fights is going to be, and then it's just going to come out and say, I want to face you.
Okay. How about you, Carlos?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with Roman. Roman's like on a roll right now. He's like Ed said, he's fighting on like another. He's like on prime of his life right now. I think Roman's going to retain.
Yeah.
I still find curious. Like, what happens if Jey Uso wins?
He'll probably just get on the floor and have Roman pin him at this point.
I don't know. That would happen.
I don't know, guys. I mean, he's already fought him 2 times before, and now he's his lapdog. So, I mean, I just feel like if they would have Jey Uso win, and then, it would just be too many. Like, now Jey Uso's not with Reigns because he wants a title, but then he is, and then he's not, and then he is. Like, it's like, it would be too much back and forth.
Well, here's another possibility. I'm sorry, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but it's another possibility. What could happen is Edge might not even go after Roman, and then he could just go after McIntyre, and they can have the whole Jey Uso versus Roman thing in Mania.
Yeah. Is that, like, underwhelming, though?
You don't know.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, I feel like that's a little underwhelming, for me at least. And I know probably for you, too, but that could be a possibility, yeah. So, all right, I think Reigns is going to win too. We have one last match, and then we are all done with the pay-per-view predictions.
It's not a very big card, unfortunately.
No, there's not. But I will say I'm looking forward to this chamber match more than the other one. So it is for the WWE Championship. The champion Drew McIntyre defending against Sheamus, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Kofi Kingston, and AJ Styles. I'm going to throw out my quick prediction. And this is because I'm trying to think. Is there one more pay-per-view after this till WrestleMania?
Probably
like Fastlane?
I really hope not. It's in April, and this is only February, so there has to be.
So here's something to think. So our main event, yes, Dan, you're right. There's not too much of a big card on this one, but our main event is for the WWE Championship. It's an Elimination Chamber match. The champion Drew McIntyre defending against Sheamus, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Kofi Kingston, and AJ Styles. My pick, I'm just going to go with Drew McIntyre. I feel like he can withstand all these people unless Sheamus beats him, but I have a feeling Drew is going to win this one. Dan, what do you think?
I feel I have the same prediction as you, but I do wish somebody else would win. Someone I would love to just see win for no random, just for some random reason. I would love to see AJ Styles winning. I don't know what it is. I just love AJ Styles. I want to see him as champion again,
Yeah, I like him. Well, it's a possibility. He's in the match, so.
He is, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, tomorrow night we'll find out. How about you, Carlos? Who do you think?
So I think that SmackDown is going to go full psychopath mode and just fucking beat the shit out of everybody and regain the championship.
So you think he's gonna be having a dominant?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
I think he's kind of lost it. Like, remember when he came back the first time with Dolph, he was like, freaking badass fucking psychopath. I think he's for that one night, look into that, and then just go ham on everybody. He seemed a little pissed off that he's in the match. Roman's defending it after.
Yeah, he could. He totally could dominate this entire match. You never know. Kind of like what Shayna Baszler did last year.
But one question is, this people imagine like see who can get final entry or no?
So Sheamus is the final entry. He won on Raw, the Gauntlet match.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah. All right. Well, those are.
I'm mad that they did that. Like that kind of takes away a little bit of the fun in it,
Yeah. They always do that though. Braun Strowman's going to be in the Royal Rumble match. Edge is going to be number 1. Randy Orton's going to be number 2, or whatever it was.
That just ruins it. I mean, really, what is your point on that? Like, I get it. You want to get a match, you want to have a reason for them to fight, but that's not really what we want to see. Come on.
No, I agree. I like to be surprised. I definitely am excited, though. I didn't really talk about this, but Alexa Bliss and The Fiend are definitely making an appearance tomorrow night. Something's going to happen.
Actually, now that I think about it, Bray Wyatt could appear in the chamber and screw somebody out of it and have him feud with. Oh, wait, he can screw Randy Orton or something. That feud, remember?
Yeah, I heard, this is a rumor, but could be a spoiler. I heard it's looking like Fiend and Orton at WrestleMania. That's sort of like backstage it's probably gonna be that. So you will definitely see some kind of show.
Also, as I have said this before, we could see the Fiend come back with a new look. Not much difference, but a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm hoping like what Dan said, like maybe like a couple weeks ago, like Alexa turns back face and like open your win. I want to see that.
Okay.
If they're gonna do that, they're gonna do that in May. But they kind of have to build up a little bit more with that whole. Or maybe have to do like in the last place, like maybe like kind of some like shit. I don't know.
I have like a really fucked up theory to bounce off of Carlos. Not theory, but ideas. Like, let's say she does fuck over Orton, or if she does fuck over Fiend and Warford, they could basically have her be like schizophrenic, where like one side of her will help one dude, and then she gets mad and she tries to like. It would be a little bit too complicated, but like it's like she can't control herself, so like you don't know who she's gonna go for in that. It could be, I don't know.
Yeah, but what I feel is going to happen, and I hope happens, is the Fiend screws Randy Orton out of the match. He could be the last opponent, and you can him after that.
Yeah.
And then the next time on Raw, Randy Orton goes out and gets mad. He's like, "What the hell was that? That was bullshit." Blah blah blah. All that. And then like during some things, what you have is the Fiend is working over Randy Orton or something, and then suddenly Alexa just loses, like gets out of the state she's in, and then goes back to like herself, like like the whole crying thing that she's been doing, which is actually very good at. And she does that, and then the Fiend's just like trying to hypnose her like back into it and everything, and eventually at WrestleMania, he costs the Fiend, like loses and all that. She celebrates for it, and then after that, she's just her old self again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they could.
The Firefly Funhouse thing with her would stop like completely. I mean, it's impossible to do that because I kind of want to see Alexa back to her old self, even though I do like this whole Firefly Funhouse thing with her.
Yeah, I think they'll probably keep it for a while because it's red hot right now. But I do think eventually, like, she's gonna have to go. If her career wants to continue, she's gonna have to go back because all good things end.
All the things have to end eventually, but I feel that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I hope they do too.
Yeah, it would be definitely interesting. It would be very interesting.
It would be really cool. Like maybe one day it could be an iconic moment. Who the hell knows? If they do it right, it'd be good.
Never know. History is made every day. So thank you guys for checking us out. We appreciate.
My whole thing.
That was iconic. The poor people listening.
Yeah, that's gonna be iconic. That's gonna be the next WWE opener.
My whole, yeah. So thank you guys for listening. And any last words, guys?
I'm pumped for Elimination Chamber, and you guys should be too.
Yes, it's gonna be a great show tomorrow night, February 21st. Starting, I think it starts at the pre-show's at 6, and then the show starts live at 7. Also on YouTube, they're doing a watch along where former wrestlers and current wrestlers watch this show live. So you can check that out on YouTube and watch it with them too. But Carlos and I are gonna be live texting, so that will be going on. But then come back after the show, and on I think Wednesday we'll drop the recap and we'll talk about it. So thank you for tuning in. Enjoy Elimination Chamber. It only comes once a year. So yeah, we're on the road to WrestleMania, guys. See you.
We're truly on the road to WrestleMania.
Bing, on our way. All right, guys, be safe, and we'll see you at Elimination Chamber. Bye.
Bye, guys.